Well, welcome everybody. Welcome to the Master Heart family. And we're having just an amazing, exciting time going through how to live, called Living the Magical Life. And we've been through all kinds of wonderful things to understand, and we have all kinds of resources in this beautiful world of ours to call upon. And some would call God, angels, archangels, all these loving energies from the divine. And we also distinguish there's artificial intelligence, AI, and we together are a similar minded group who we're more focused on DI, and that's divine intelligence. And so, when I ask you, we have a couple of new people here. Welcome, Gregory and Lizzie. And that I just ask you to have an open mind and just know we're all just some loving people here, similar minded, wanting to help each other to become our greatest possibility. And later on, we'll get into some specifics on how to have the best day ever and really how to start creating the life that you want. And we call it pre-paving. And that's where you become deliberate and start saying on what you want and calling it the way that you want it. And so, with that, but we'd love to start out with hearing from everybody the miracles, the wonderful things going on, any questions you have, anything you need help with, that bring it on. And we're here. We'll call in the divine intelligence, and give you all the answers that you want. So, who wants to start and share the good news or questions, comments? Hey, Stephen, Mr. Zoom user.
Right. One day I'll get that right. But, I want you to know I love each and one of you guys. And I hope you're having a wonderful day. God has just filled my spirit with love and guidance for others. And I just want everybody to know that it's a beautiful day and it's a new year. We're going to thrive in 25. And I love to write down quotes. And it's not like I'm going backwards or anything, but this one really hit me really right where I needed to go. And it was, if people took back the pain they caused you, you would lose the strength you would have gained. So, yeah, right. Is that a good one today? I thought that would be a good
that's a great one.
Yeah.
That's a great one. And what it does is really help us to understand life and that there is contrast. So in that quote, they called it pain. And I just call it contrast because we don't want to put a charge into anything we don't want. But yeah, the pain that we've had, the people that have, whatever, done us misjustice, have been, mean to us, had behavior. Really, the bottom line is they just had behavior that we didn't like. But what it did is it actually helps. We sign up for this contrast. It actually helps us to understand what we do want. And instantly, when things like that happen to us, the things that we don't like, that God instantly, the divine instantly goes to where we really do want to be. And if we'll just go along and have faith and trust in God that, hey, because of this, so, in business, somebody says no to you. Oh, what do you want? That I want more yeses. I want more people that understand my value and love to pay for my value. Or if someone, speaks ill will towards me, I'd say, oh, I just want to start attracting wonderful people like the Master Heart family, where all they are is just loving and kind. And, I love saying every day, I want to get more compliments today. And then I do. And see, everybody wins. And some people say, oh, that's so selfish. But no, it's not selfish at all. It's this beautiful way that we're able to recognize that when we thrive, the whole world thrives. So if somebody's complimenting me, it means I helped them. So I love that. And can you read that quote again for everybody?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It says, if people took back the pain they caused you, you would lose the strength you would have gained.
Yeah.
And it's a blessing, just blessings. They bless me every day. It's amazing.
Yeah, yeah. The strength you gain. And that's the again, understanding the clarity of what you want. And
Right.
then you are strong. You rise above that contrast and you go to a bigger, better, brighter future. Yeah,
Absolutely. Yep.
beautiful.
Pain in the
Love it.
game. Pain in the game.
Yeah. Yeah. And again, that pain, I don't like using those
Yeah.
words.
But everybody
It
understands
just
that. Everybody
contrasts, but
understands.
it does rhyme, so it's okay. That's great. Thank you. Yeah, you bet, Stephen.
Thank you for
Yeah,
letting me share.
yeah, you bet. So, other thoughts, comments? There's some goodies to share.
I just want to say thank you for saying thrive in 25, Stephen. I wrote that. I don't know why I hadn't thought that really.
Yeah.
And Dr. Hank, I've been, you like everything that you teach,
Yeah.
been finally put it in like every aspect of my life, and my life just feels like it's getting so much better in every, like personally with my relationship with friends, with my work, and I just
Yeah.
want you to know that I appreciate it, and I am putting it to work.
Yeah, yeah, putting it to play.
Yeah.
We don't like work either. And those are tears of joys, folks, that, tears of joy. That's what our soul is here for. The main thing is joy. And we're so happy for you, Shell. And, she sent out her master. Yes, yes, David.
I see it. I see it in her. She's radiating. It's absolutely
Yeah,
amazing. Absolutely amazing.
yeah,
It's too
yeah,
bad other
yeah,
people don't always get to see what we get to see in others, because it is
yeah,
amazing. It's truly amazing.
I
yeah.
I had this it kind of a it wasn't funny, but it is the way I look at it. So I've been working at this restaurant, and basically I work at the restaurant. That's the money that pays my bills. And
Yeah.
I just haven't been feeling it at this place. So I've been kind of looking for the past couple months for something else. And I gave my 2 week notice on Friday to the current place. And I got a text message from the owner yesterday morning. He said, "You still have time to change your mind if you want to stay, but if you leave, you're never coming back." Um, thought you do a good job here, and I was like, "Oh, if I do a good job, why would I never be allowed back?" But for me, it was just confirmation, like I'm doing
Yeah,
the right thing.
yeah, yeah, yeah. That's just beautiful. And see, and when you close the door, like you're giving notice, God then can open up all the doors that have been waiting for you, the things you've been praying for. But if we keep on, focused on stuff we don't like and people we don't like and job we don't like, then we don't have any room for God to come in. And so it's like, just close the door and have faith that God will open up the doors for you. They're all waiting for us. This beautiful corridor of joy stands there waiting for us to turn towards it. And then, but we can't when we're all preoccupied with what we call the committee, the committee up in our head of fear, worry, doubt, complaining, blame, shame, guilt, and then the head of the committee, the judge. And who's the judging? Mainly you, and criticizing. And doesn't judge you in one nice way. And so oh, I'm not going to listen to the judge. I'm not going to listen to the devil. Instead, what do I want? And yeah, that bigger opportunities, and then just expect more opportunities, Shell. That there's a greater thing, and not necessarily from this in the same industry, and maybe some of your coaching that you want to do that you can't if you're busy doing something else. You can't be God can't open those doors for you. And I personally, I know a little bit more of the detail on where you are, and I'd close all those damn doors. Just do what you love.
Right? Oh,
And you'll get there. It's okay. And it's just one step at a time, and you're in joy. So it's like, you made it, girl. You made it. Yeah. That's great. Other thoughts, comments?
I have a little thought. So I was
Hey,
just kind
Gary.
of contemplating on how when we actually do the inner work, that
Yeah,
nothing really has to change, but everything changes.
yeah,
So,
right.
and I've just kind of seen that in just once we really truly find that peace and that happiness that you talk
Yeah,
about all the time, Dr. Hank,
yeah,
when we really find that for ourselves,
yeah,
man, is it life awesome, you know?
yeah,
And it just,
yeah,
and then everything just kind of like starts falling in place. It's amazing.
yeah,
So,
yeah, yeah.
you know, for me, it was like I believed it, but I had to get to the point where I really felt it, if that makes sense.
Oh yeah, you
So,
bet. Gotta feel it. Yeah, and Carolyn, I asked Carolyn this weekend, I said, hey, how are you personally and professionally? And she goes, it's just flowing now. And so
mhm.
this really it works. And that's why we're inspirations to each other. We inspire each other. And so Carolyn, hearing what Shell said and on how happy Stephen is now, Carolyn, that just believe, trust that if you just go to what feels good, okay, what your passion is, just do it. Don't be worried about, there's nothing to worry about ever. But most people are worried about the money or, how am I going to pay my bills? And then guess what? You won't have enough money and you'll have more bills because you're pushing away the things that when you say, oh, but what about my bills? Then bills actually will mount up. They'll be the opposite of what you're asking for. So you want to ask for what you want. I want more easy money. Yeah. I want more business opportunities. I want more referrals. I want more, love, joy, and they're not necessarily more important, but it's all part of it. This beautiful life of love, joy, freedom, which is money. That's the other thing is, what is money? It's freedom. So that's great, Carolyn, and congratulations to you just living the life. And, she just got back from a tour on, I don't know, she was around New Zealand, I think she was in.
Yep, New Zealand.
And yeah, New Zealand, and just beautiful pictures and scenery and beautiful people. And see, everywhere there's beautiful people. And, some people say, oh, I'm going to move from this town or state and I'm going to go. So, and I go, okay, except when you move, you're going to bring one thing with you that's going to create the whole thing again. And they go, really? What am I bringing? Like my car or something? No, you're bringing you. You attract whatever you're thinking about, you're going to attract into your life. And so what am I thinking about? Am I worried? Am I troubled? That then just say, hey, I don't have to be that way. The committee makes it like, we got a gun at our head and oh my God, this is, terrible. Just relax. Let it go. Let God.
Yeah, and
You
that whole trip was a act of faith because you know this, Dr. Hank, but I don't. Everyone else, I don't know if they know, but just at the
right?
very last minute, I ended up going on that trip by myself. So I was getting on an
Yeah.
airplane. I knew where I was going to be sleeping for the first 3 nights, but I was there for 23 days. I didn't know where I was sleeping the rest of the time.
Sounds
And
fantastic.
every single thing worked out just literally magically, beautifully. I had an outstanding time and had so many happy surprises that happened that would not have happened had I been, scheduled out more than I was. So it worked just perfectly. There wasn't one single hiccup and I didn't miss anything by being gone for 3 weeks, which was a fear beforehand too, so it's like, no, just what Dr. Hank has been teaching us is that, we've got to do what we need to do now. And everything seems to flow because I've made up for that in the time since I've been back. So,
That's great. That's
yeah.
fantastic.
So,
So happy for you.
yeah, thank you.
Yeah, yeah. Other
Well
thoughts?
done, Carolyn. Well done.
Yeah, yeah. Bravo, bravo. MVP. Other thought, Deborah? Hey.
Hey, hey. How's everybody doing? Good to be here. No, I just want to say hi. And Steve, so good seeing you. I was in Utah, what was it, for the healthcare symposium, and Steve always gets me from the airport. No questions asked, no matter what time, and we always have a great experience. And I see his growth, as well from being part of this. And it's all about sharing our light, um and being on this. It's just an awesome journey. And then it was an amazing event, and then I ended up losing my voice when I got back from it. Like, literally couldn't even say a word. Not sick, but like had nothing was coming out. And I was texting with Joey, and he's like, well, you got a vacation now. He's like, look at this, you gave yourself. And I love that. And then I took it, as such, and I just allowed myself, to really just relax and just be. And that's where all the transformation happens. That's where the inspiring, thoughts come, because you're really in spirit. If you don't have the resistance to everything that's going on, around you, or should be doing this, should be doing that, and instead just find joy, in the moment of what it is. And things like just grew, doors opened, and then I made a decision on this, something that was kind of, weighing me down just a little bit, of like, what do I need to do? And I'm just like, let me just ask this person if, instead of doing 14, shows, or, being on this TV show thing, if I could just do a couple to see how it goes. And sometimes it's like, when you ask, and if it's meant for you, and if it's a yes, then great. And he said, sure, I just want you, I just want you to be on this thing. And that aligned me with my highest excitement, because before I wasn't aligned with that highest excitement. And when things are for you, when you're aligned for that, and then you can attract it. And then I became totally like really excited about it. And then you just, do that. So it's like, well, what's stopping us sometimes, from being, aligned to what's for us is, yes, we have habits. I'm realizing that they're habits that I don't want to do anymore. But now it's a choice, is what I'm realizing. Like, I'm doing these things and I know, like, it's not good. So, and the choice, boils down to fear. I feel like you're doing it because there's your true self, there's something more. And it was just really insightful, for me to realize that. And now I've stopped doing, like, looking at my phone at night, for example, before I go to bed. And like, why am I still on Facebook or TikTok, or, what am I doing right now? And time goes by, and it's like, well, what am I avoiding? And it's just really allowed me not to be hard on myself, but just to ask those questions and hear my highest self, and call on the angels, and give the angels those habits, those things that are not serving me, and let them take that and replace it with their angelic light, which they will, and they'll fill you up with that. And then it's all you really need to do. So glad to be here, and my voice is kind of back. Kind of sounds like kind of sexy, I feel like.
Way to interpret it. Yeah, like way to interpret it. Yeah. When I have laryngitis, some people are really happy about that.
Yeah, my kids are happy.
Yeah. And and really what they, I couldn't speak, so kind of what do I do? Or, looking at the phone or whatever, that what the committee wants you to do is not be at peace. And so it wants to be disruptive and cause you confusion. So whenever you're confused, whenever it's disruptive, that you think you have to do something, we don't have to do anything. And when you realize we all can do whatever we want, we can dress the way we want, say what we want. And when you stand tall like that, you will find that there's a whole family, kind of like us, a whole Master Art family. Some people hearing this stuff that, would say, man, I'm out of here. These people are blah, 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 whatever, and that's great. That's all the contrast. And it just helps us to, be able to do it. So, and think of this, like Deborah on the phone, I just love that. What am I, I have to answer the phone or whatever. Why is this phone controlling me? And so it's back to you that, yeah, we are literally being impacted by the committee. And think of that, be silent and I am God. So it's this silence. So you could just ask for peace. And peace is this answer for all of us. We really want peace. And if you ask for peace, you will start living a peaceful life. It's all about this being deliberate. So I love that, Deborah, and I'm so happy. And to ask that, that whole opportunity it excited you, but parts of it didn't. And so you stood tall and you said, hey, I asked. And the amazing thing is, when you ask, you will receive, and sometimes immediately, like you did, but also that you'll receive. It just may not be right at that time. So way to stand tall and stand up for yourself, Deborah. Love that. In the sunshine.
Yeah, in the sunshine.
Yeah. That's Tampa, Florida. We see your Tampa on there. Yeah, beautiful. Other thoughts, comments?
Well, real quick, always good to see you, Deborah. You brought so much into my life, and Master Family, definitely part of that. So always good to see a tiny little thing. I always joke that she has a suitcase that she could put herself in every time. It's hilarious. Always good to see her.
Yeah.
Threatening to bring those little kids out. I've never seen them yet in live. We'll see them one of these days.
I look at Deborah as this huge creative being.
Well, I am 6'2.5", so
Yeah, I get it. Yeah, beautiful. Good. Yeah. Other thoughts, comments, miracles, questions? Deborah brought up she went to her angels, and it reminded me of, I had someone that I'm guiding, supporting, loving, and I don't know, a year ago or whatever, when on our first call together, this person, and this person typically swears a lot, and he said, so I won't do the swearing per se, but he said, hey, I just want to make something real clear. Like, I don't believe in this God stuff. I don't believe in, these angels, whatever. And right when he was telling me that, I thought, oh, that's fine. I responded, that's fine. I just talk about energy. We'll talk about energy, because that's what this whole universe is loving energy of God. But you don't have to say the God word or angels or whatever to make this, because this is how life is, whether we like it or not, that it's whatever you want to call it. But there are these energies, these powers, this God that literally does the work for us. The Father does the work. We just do the asking, and asking for what we want and why we want it. And so right when this person said, though, that, yeah, and I don't want to talk about those angels, I thought to myself, there's going to be a day that comes where he really he needs something. He's got to have something. And then I can reintroduce angels, and a specific category of angel might be archangels or other energies. So he comes to me just recently and says, man, I am so sick and tired of not sleeping. And, I'm waking up all the time, and in the middle of the night, and I'm feeling tired in the morning, and blah, blah, blah. He keeps on talking about what he doesn't want, right? And he said, I'm just sick and tired. And do you have an answer for this, Dr. Hank? And I said, sure. And he goes, well, fantastic. What is it? And I said, well, you just call in your sleep angels. And he goes, and he's swearing a lot. Sleep angels? What the hell? You got every type of angel there is. He goes like, you have sleep angels? And I said, oh, yeah. I use my sleep angels all the time, every night before I go to sleep. And he goes, oh my goodness gracious, well, what do you do? So I shared with him that typically I get into bed earlier before I go to sleep. So I go in 10 minutes, 15 minutes, sometimes 30 minutes. And what I first do is I review all the good things that happen during the day. And when you ask that, what are all the good things that happen? You will be amazed at how many things weren't in your conscious mind again, and the wonderful things. It could be a smile. It could be just our magical time together here today that you do tonight. So you review that. And then you ask first of all, to slow down your mind, that committee that's going. And so it's kind of like the wheels. You can say, yeah, just slow down my wheels. I want to just be quiet. That's a beautiful, beautiful turn. I want to be still. And you will see that you will start being quiet and still. And then you call in your sleep angels and you ask for your sleep angels to please come in and to have you sleep deeply and throughout the night and to wake up so refreshed and so rested. So he says to me, well, hell, and most of the stuff I suggest to him, he never ends up doing. Okay. But this one, he said, I'm going to write this down. So I figured we got a shot here at him doing this. So the next week, we got on the phone together and he says, you wouldn't believe this. And I said, what? And he goes, well, I called in those swearing, those damn sleep angels. And he said, what I did is I asked them to have me sleep. And if I wake up in the middle of the night, to have me go to sleep quickly right again. And he goes, I was just shocked. I slept and then I woke up in the middle of the night and then I went right back to sleep. Hasn't been done that way. And he was taking some pills and everything. He stopped the pills. In fact, that day when I told him about it, he stopped taking, sleeping pills, whatever. And so he just decided no sleeping pills. And I'm going to just call on these angels. And so that next day, he's all excited about, wow, he's got sleep angels. He's got these resources in order to help him. And he's so happy about all this. And he's just, really thrilled about it. And, but he says, why did I wake up in the middle of the night? And do you know why he woke up in the middle of the night? What do you think the answer is? Why did he wake up in the middle of the night?
Bathroom.
No. A good one, though. He asked for it.
Yeah.
Right? He said to his angels, hey, listen, I want to sleep through the night if I wake up in the middle of the night. And he asked for it. So he said to himself, what would Dr. Hank, think or do about the situation while waking? And then he realized I was asking for what I didn't want. And he had a fear because he would wake up in the middle of the night. So he didn't, and trusting Carolyn, I think you said that he didn't trust that really would happen. So he figured if he does wake up, so he didn't trust that he would sleep through the whole night. So the second night, he goes to bed a little bit early, thinks about his beautiful day and the wonderful things that puts you into a positive mindset, and then you will sleep it. It'll go into your subconscious mind and you'll get more wonderful things to happen to you. That's why you do that. And then he called in his archangels and he asked to sleep all night long and to wake up rested and refreshed. And guess what? He woke up he went to sleep, slept all night, and woke up rested and refreshed. So we have all of these resources. Now the story continues, though. He then says to me, after all this good news about he's sleeping, he goes, now I'm more energized. And now I really want to get more into life and I want to build my business. And so he says to me, Dr. Hank, do you have any, suggestion, any answers for me on how I increase my business? And I said, well, sure I do. He goes, well, what is it? I say, you call in your business angels. And he goes, damn business angels you got too. And he's just, howling. He could hardly, I'm howling too, that he couldn't believe that, wow, we have business angels. And so the rest of the story to be continued, but I can tell you already that it'll increase his business and that this is how powerful that we are. See, we have the ability to be able to think and call forth any energies in the universe. And so it could be business, it could be sleep, it could be love, it could be peace, it could be more easy money, anything that we want. It could be to become more enlightened, to connect more with divine intelligence. And that's what we do every day, every time we meet, that at the end, we connect more with divine intelligence. And so hearing that angel story, yeah, Stephen.
Real quick, it is sad that people don't realize that they have angels to be able to tap into. It is really unfortunate because a lot of religions don't go into angels. They always keep it up to God the Father or Jesus. And
right.
Really quick, it is amazing to see God's hand in your life, though. I've seen it several times, and there's no question whatsoever there is a higher.
There's a higher power.
Yeah, no question. Whatever you want to call it, it's God in my life. But
yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's God. It's our higher power, and again, angels. You can use whatever name you want to. You can say energies or God, just the general God. That it's answers. But for so as far as it's sad about most people that I don't want you to ever be sad about anything. And so, and I get what you're saying, but just be happy that you get it. And when you get it, what will happen is other people will come calling and they'll say, I want what you have. And at that point where they realize that you got something a little bit different, that then if they're open to it, that you can share with them and invite the Master Heart family or whatever, that and have them to better understand that we have these resources to call on. And that and why doesn't everybody do this? Well, it's because we were told that we have to do the work. Okay, the Father does the work. We don't, you just ask. And the Father does the work, and then we have to receive. We have to allow it, believe it, expect it, abe it, if you will, allow, believe, and expect. And we've been told you have to go manipulate the world. And this is, I got to go manipulate these people to buy or whatever. And this isn't about you manipulating the world. If you follow the world, you're going to be on this roller coaster, up and down forever, for the rest of your life. And if you want to get off the roller coaster, it's an inside job. So it's not about manipulating out here. It's about managing your thoughts and your all-powerful feelings. Because the feelings are really the communication system that you have with the divine that says how you're really feeling about whatever you're thinking about, and that it will be answered. All our prayers are answered. It's just we typically don't allow them. The committee is too busy saying, oh, it's too good to be true, or, whatever they are. And so, so for all of us to just be thankful that, wow, we understand and we have these resources we can call on, and everything is possible. And I think in Shell's newsletter, she was saying something about, when we think it's real big, like it's easy to manifest a parking spot or, a dime on the penny. I just found a penny yesterday and won $100. Love it. It's all fun. And so because we believe that we could probably do that, we are able to manifest that. But when we ask for, more easy money and more love, and for this person to, to have a deeper connection with this person or whatever we're looking for, well, that's too big, and then we don't believe it. And this is where all things are possible with God. And so you being with God means ask and get out of the way. Don't let the committee try to figure out how to do it. You will be you will attract, you become a magnet to the people and circumstances and experiences that will give you what you want. And you will also come up with the thoughts that will lead you. And so just think about, oh, and I'm going to go call somebody. And I'm on this amazing opportunity right now, business opportunity. And this morning I came up, I did a meditation and Archangel Michael's meditation. And out of that, I came up with, oh, I need to ask this question. And that got this whole thing going that's just going to make it bigger and better. And it didn't come from me. It came from me asking on, hey, I want to grow this opportunity. And then I allow it to grow. And in this case, I got the answers and solutions for what I want. Yeah, beautiful. Other thoughts?
I have a recent miracle.
Hey, Lizzie.
Awesome.
I've been contemplating a move downstate. I live in Upper Michigan, and I was having second thoughts about it. At my age, to relocate and all the change of addresses and all that sort of thing.
Yeah.
And I was meditating, and I asked my higher power, my guardian angels, and the divine spirit of the universe to give me a sign.
Wow.
And I listened to my meditation, and Messenger gave a ding. And this is the message that I read. The universe has approved your relocation. Start packing for your new address. I see an era of rebirth, favor, upgrade, and acceleration coming to you. You've been through enough. The universe is exchanging your current season of struggle for a new season of deliverance. I believe that was a miracle.
Wow. Lizzie. Woo. Man, how about that? The messenger. Yeah, the messenger. And you just believe that now. And don't listen to the committee about all these address changes. Who gives out? You change your address, you change your address. And anyways, who cares about the address? Probably the only address we need is Amazon, right? But the committee wants to, do all this stuff because it doesn't want you to be happy on the move. So you be happy on the move and pre-pave this. And in fact, one of the things I had sent out via email and text to most of you is this idea about how can I have a better today? And it's really what Lizzie was saying there is that you ask for, and you ask for direction. You ask for the messenger. Oh, I love that. You ask for the messenger to come in. And so because the angels and divine had shared with me what we were going to talk about this week about pre-paving, what we call pre-paving, asking before the event happens, pre-pave it the way you want it to happen. And so like with Lizzie, to pre-pave, my move is smooth and easy. That I'm happy during the whole time, that I have peace during it, that everything just falls into place at my new location, that you really get delivered. So I was thinking about this morning, and I was inspired about this idea about pre-paving, and I was inspired to go to one of my books. It's called Good Feeling Thoughts, and it's every day. And so today is February 10th. I don't know if you can see that, but February 10th. And I just started to read, what did February 10th say? And I manifest easily by doing the following. One, and I would write these down. This is from the divine. The first thing to manifest easily is to identify what you want. We think we know what we want, but is it the committee is saying, a bunch of stuff and taking us off track? And just wherever you feel good, what do I want? And Lizzie, like, for example, feels great about her move, her new life, her new thriving. The abundant life. She's going to get what Christ promised is the abundant life. It's like, whoa. And so again, number one, identify what I want. Two, imagine and take note of how you feel as you experience having this, experiencing it. So think about, so identify what you want, and then how does it feel? Ooh, that's good. Third one, I then will use my emotional guidance system. Okay, this is where I feel good. I'll use my emotional guidance system to determine my next step. It's just the next step. We don't want Lizzie to be thinking about what is my, how the neighbors are. They're going to be great because you're going to prepave it that they're great. And the people are great. And all the people that I great are magical and wonderful and similar minded. But that third one, I use my emotional guidance system. Isn't that good, huh? Because then the messenger will give you the next step. And then it goes on to say that, because that basically is all you need to do, those 3 steps. But it says, I focus on the things that are going well. Only focus on the things that are going well. That it doesn't, whatever isn't going well, don't pay attention to. And so if somebody says whatever happens that you don't like, don't pay attention to it. And find everything beautiful. And so find the beauty in everything. And then the final one, my thoughts offer a vibration that the universe feels and responds to. Your thoughts create your emotion, that vibration. And you can guarantee that God hears it, that the universe feels it, and then feels it because it's your feeling, so the universe feels it, and then it responds to it. So let's go there now, and let us go to the divine and go within. Oh, and this is going to be so sweet, folks. It's going to just make your heart sing. And so I invite you to now just close your eyes to go within. That to begin to breathe deeply, and breathing in 5 seconds, breathing in the breath of God. And then breathe out. And just relax, and relax the top of your head. Relax your crown, open up your crown, and allow the love of God, the universe, to flow into you, into your thoughts, and your spirit, and your body. Breathing in. And when you breathe out, go ahead and just let anything that has troubled you, just breathe it out. You don't need it anymore. It's just a committee. It's not real. Breathe in and breathe in the real, the divine, the abundant life for you. And just smile as you breathe out, relaxing your eyes, relaxing your jaw, relaxing your neck and your shoulders, feeling so loved, so cared for, feeling so grounded, so at one with all that is. Breathing in and breathe out, and just relax your shoulders and your arms and your chest and your beautiful stomach, all of your wonderful organs. Just relax them, love them, appreciate them and the health that they give you. Breathing in and breathe out, and just relax your hips now, your thighs, your knees, your calves, your ankles, and your feet. So relaxed, so at ease. And now just imagine that you're on the top of a spiral staircase, a beautiful white, glistening white spiral staircase. This is your path down to the beautiful kingdom within you. And as you continue to breathe deeply and softly and gently, allow yourself to just float down this beautiful spiral staircase to the kingdom within you. Oh, going down deeper, deeper, and going down to the bottom, and you're in this beautiful meadow. Your bare feet touch the warm grass. The fresh spring air brushes against your cheek. You breathe in the divine God's healing breath. So relaxed, so in love, so happy. You see a beautiful pond, beautiful glistening blue water, loving, uplifting water of the divine. And it's on a beautiful beach. And we now sit down on this beach together, each one of us. And see this beautiful water, the surf just flowing so gently into us. And now we begin to prepave our day, to prepave our life. And as we breathe in, we ask that this day that we have big, happy surprises that flow to us. That anyone that we're with, we have magical conversations with. We connect more deeply with. We feel the light of God. It's like a sunshine, the kingdom within us shining upon us. And we just are lit up with the light of the world, just enjoying. And we see our travels as smooth and easy and enjoyable. We're so at peace and so happy. We love calling it the way that we want it. And today our heart sings with just magnificent, wonderful experiences and people. Our soul dances. It does a little tap dance, just so happy, just so thrilled of the big happy surprises that come to us, that out of the blue on how miracles flow to us today, how we smile more today, how we laugh more today. We have amazing opportunities with the business opportunities, relationship opportunities, amazing opportunities flow to us today. That we're all winners. Everything we touch turns to gold. We just love creating deeper and more loving relationships. We love that our health is getting better, that we can see as God sees, as Christ sees, as the divine sees. Just love that we can smell better, hear better, taste better, touch better. And we see the divine in everyone and everything, and especially in us, the divine in us. As we sit on this beautiful beach, the beautiful, loving water of the divine flowing, touching our feet. God's light shining upon us. Oh, so beautiful. We love that we can call it as we want it. We love that we call forth now a bright future, that we call forth well-being, health, and wealth, and success is ours now. It's so wonderful just skipping along this lighted path, this corridor of joy. With more freedom, we feel more freedom. Money is freedom, more easy money comes to us now for more choices and more variety. So beautiful. More of an easier life, a more peaceful life, more loving life is ours now because we have asked for it and we know that the divine has answered, already answered for us, this bright future for us. And oh, we ask to experience and have and be more love, more joy, more peace. And peace, the white dove of peace, flows to us now so beautifully. Peaceful thoughts, our peaceful spirit now, our peaceful body, every cell is filled with peace, every organ, every system in our body is at peace. There is no disease, just health and peace. And we love vibrating now in our life at the point, the highest point of enlightenment, for us to be enlightened and see what a magical life that we have, to see how magical we are and how divine we are, and how we can literally ask, allow the Father to do the work. Our angels gathering up all of our goodies. Oh, it's so fun. We just ask and they're out gathering up the people, the thoughts, the circumstances that we could never figure out. We don't want to figure out. We allow the divine, we allow God to show us the way, and we are shown the way. And we love being in a state of allowing and believing and now expecting all of our dreams, all of our desires to flow to us now. So sweet, so beautiful. It's the life we have dreamed of. We are enlightened and see how divine we are, how loving we are. We have opened up our hearts now to this beautiful world, to ourselves and to all others. No more gates, no more rules, pure freedom to live and be and do as we please, with love and joy in our hearts. And now we get up from this beautiful beach, and we look at each other and we smile. Our hearts touch each other's hearts. And we turn and we hold hands. And as we walk through green pastures now, as we walk through them, that it is as though the corridor of joy, with the beautiful doors of our dreams coming true and being experienced now, with more love and more laughter and more smiles and deeper, more loving relationships and more business and easy money and easy life and more of everything we desire flows to us now so beautifully, so gracefully, so easily. And breathe in. And breathe out. Oh. And now together as we walk hand in hand, heart with heart connected, that we go up this beautiful spiral staircase going up higher and higher, realizing that we're now in our room, in our chair. We're here in this beautiful present moment. What a present it is. And we now see the divine in everyone and everything. We see the wanted in everyone and everything. And as we go up to the final beautiful white stair, the spiral staircase, there's this beautiful door. It's the glistening white door, the door to our lives. And we now open up that door and walk in to this present moment. And I invite you now, feeling so good, to be in this chair, to recognize this beautiful moment and open up your eyes to this beautiful life. And so it is, done unto us as we have asked. Amen. Woo, woo, doggies. Wow. Thoughts, any experiences you want to share while you went into the kingdom within you? I muted everyone, so if you will unmute yourselves, please, because we're going to do a little singing now. We're going to do a little singing. Woo! Oh, my goodness. Wow, I was really on that beach. Woo! And with all of you. It was beautiful. All right, so welcome back. And again, from Carolyn, so beautifully. Oh, okay, Carolyn. Well, hey, we love you. And oh yeah, it's 1 o'clock. Oh. So we'll do this here. That we like to laugh and have more fun.
Like to laugh and have more fun.
We like to laugh and have more fun.
Kelly, baby, for we are the divine ones.
For we are the divine
ones. The magical life is the name of the game.
The magical life is the name of the game.
Pre-paving is our middle name.
Pre-paving's our middle name.
Being intentional feels all right.
Being intentional feels all right.
As we shine in God's light.
As we shine in God's light.
Sound off, living the magical life.
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 Yes, yes, yes.
Yes, yes, yes.
Wow. That was sweet, baby. Thank you. Wow. Well, our week, our lives have just taken off. So enjoy your beautiful day and bright future. And I love you with all my heart. Know that everything you want is coming your way, starting right now. Bye-bye, everybody.